All right, welcome back to Market Day Report. I'm Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. Thank you very much for tuning us in. Let's take a look and see what these prices are doing for you. We had about a nickel or just over a nickel gain going on in corn. Do we still have that? What have we done with that? The last time we visited, it was up about 5.5. Now it's up only 4.5. That's March corn, 486 even as last. We've had a pretty tight range of I'm going to call it 6.25 cents, and we're up 4.75 cents to 486.25. There you go. That's what's happening there. We're on the right side of good by about 4 to 4.5 cents. 4.25 cents higher in the May. 498.25. Tried to get over 5. We touched it. That's the high of the day, but he backed off about 1.75 pennies to 498.25. So that's corn. Beans don't like it. They're down about 12 to 13 cents. 13 cents lower in the Jan to 13.23 even. And we're going to call that about 2.5 cents off the low of the day, but well off the highs by 21 cents. So there you go. That's Jan. 12.25 cents lower in the March to 13.41 even there. So beans down. Here is where the gains are. That's in wheat. 16 cents higher in the March wheat in Chicago. 6.25.5 is last. About 3.25 cents off the high of the day. We've had a 20-cent range. So there you go. 16.25 cents better now. 6.25 is last. That's the March wheat in Chicago. Let's take a look at the hard red in Kansas City. All right. 26.75 cents better there. 6.59 is last. And that's going to be 3.5 cents off the high there. We've had about a 32-cent range as well. So 26.75 cents better in that March hard red wheat in Kansas City. The price is $6.59. Let's move on and see what we've got going on in the spring wheat in Minneapolis. 18 cents better there to 7.2975. That's 2.5 cents from the highs, and we've had about a 22-cent range over there. So that's not bad. 18 cents is the gain on the day. 7.2975 is the price, and that month is March. And we've got cotton backing up here a little bit by 123 points. The March price is 80.77, only a nickel off the low of the day. All right, let's bring in our next guest analyst. That's going to be Tommy Grisafi. He's with Advanced Trading, a great friend of MDR and the Cow Guy Close. He's in Valparaiso, Indiana. Thanks for being on, Tommy. All right, it's that time of year. What are your thoughts? Is there a story in beans? What's going on with corn, wheat? What are your top of mind? What are you thinking?
I just wait for my turn to talk. Everything's a 12-hour story. Yesterday, beans were up 30. Now they're down 15. Yesterday, wheat was down 30. Now it's up 20. I mean, this is amazing. It's a really bad time to trade. A great time for a farmer to get a little bit more sold, a little bit more protected. But if you haven't made your money by now as a trader, assuming they're not all robots out in Aurora, matching trades there with buys and sells. Assuming there's real people, click the mouse, who are actually taking risk, they're done taking risk for the year. So when news hits, when you get a headline out of India that Indian wheat stocks are at 7-8-year lows, or you get a rumor China's going to come in for more wheat, or the one of 20 weathermen says it's going to rain, no, it isn't, I saw a cloud in Brazil. They move the markets, and there's not a lot to stop it. It's fun to watch. It's fun to call people and say, beans are up 25 or 30. And unfortunately, Scott, I think when the farmer sees beans up 25, they say, if they rally $1 more, I'll sell some. If corn rallies 50 cents, I'll sell some. And I don't know that's going to happen. And this is why. Corn volatility hit a 52-week low the other day, and pretty much corn is wrapped in a extremely tight 40-cent range. And if we break down and break out to the downside or break up to the upside, maybe that volatility increase. It went up a little bit last few days. But when I look over at my quote board and I see crude oil down $3, I ain't bullish nothing. Is that the proper English? You see crude down $3 in December with the 6 in front of it. Doesn't make me bullish commodities. Back to you, my friend.
Yeah, we had that COP28 summit, the climate UN climate summit in Dubai. Nothing came out of that as far as oil was concerned. We'll talk more about what did come out of it as far as the Cow Guy Close comes later today. But I think there's disappointment about production talks that they just didn't get anything. Look, you're right. It's that time of year. If you have to make your money now in the last 2 weeks of the year, that could be some tough sledding. And it's probably better to be a spectator. And if you have to get involved, I would say options is what I'd be doing. But we're going to go away. Stay right there. We're going to come back and talk more of the meats, the livestock with Tommy Grisafi, Advanced Trading in Valparaiso, Indiana. We'll be right back after this. All right, welcome back in. It's time now. We talk about the livestock, right? Can't wear a cow jacket all day and not bring up these cattle prices. We've got live cattle pulled up for you. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on over there. And that Feb contract now, or got some legs to it here. $1.05 higher, 168.95 is last. And folks, that's only 17 cents away from the high of the day. So we'll take that. That's a good one. We've had a decent range of about $3. April's up $1.05 to 172.55. So we're going to give that board an A. We like that. Feeders, well, they've also started to climb up back here a little bit better. $1.30 higher in the Jan contract. 219.25 is last there, and about 52 cents off the highs in Jan. That's good. March is up $1.12 to 219.72. If you go all the way out the deferreds, August, that's got the biggest gain, 162 higher there to 239.30. And then finally, we'll get lean hogs and get back to our guest analyst. That's a little bit of a mixed board. Feb's up 87 cents to 68.20. And that's going to be only 42 cents off the highs. But if you go out the deferreds to June, who knows what anybody's doing in June, we're down 32 cents out there to 90.82. All right, let's bring back in Tommy Grisafi. He's with Advanced Trading in Valparaiso, Indiana. Tommy, thanks for sticking around. Is it safe to try to catch that falling knife in cattle?
The margins have been made. So if you are long, you've made your margin call, which could leave an air pocket up there. I mean, the people who had to sell absolutely sold at the worst price. I mean, it's like in the pits when they go at 8, at 7, at 6, sell 5,000 at 5. And some big old trader comes out of the corner and goes sold. What happens, Scotty? Goes 6 bid, 7 bid, 8 bid, and there's nothing for sale. I think that's what's happening in cattle. I like the price action cattle and the fact that they open up, they sell off hard, and then they go back up. We closed up Friday. We're up Monday. Tuesday, we did it again. We went down hard. We're starting to trend back up. Things are getting less bad. If they put another $5, $7 on towards the end of the year, that would help right some of the wrongs. But some of the people who have lost money, there will be people who are going broke. What's done is done in this cattle market. Just an absolute massacre here the last 5, 6 weeks.
Sure has. I mean, I'm getting the feeling from you, you're saying that some of these things, when we open up on the lows, that's because we had margins selling on the open instead of making a margin call. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the margin clerk's the worst trader in the whole world. And at some point, some people put get me out orders, or they're just told to get out, or someone gets out for them. That definitely happened in the cattle market, especially when you look at that vol explosion. If I just told you on last episode, corn volatility is at a 52-week. Last Friday, cattle volatility was at a 52-week high. Back to you, my friend.
Interesting stuff. Great stuff. Now, thank you very much for super content there, Tommy. I'll see you later on the Cow Guy Close. But that's Tommy Grisafi. Yeah. He's with Advanced Trading. Coming to us from Valparaiso, Indiana. I'll bring it back here to Nashville and hand it over to Suzanne.
Thank you so much. It looks great information. It looks like he's very chilly, too, by the way. He was just bundled up in there. Right. Yeah.